Okay, we're back. Hey, this is Guru Mayor bringing you episode 5 of the positive power of negative feelings. And as I was saying, if you call it the positive power of emotions, then we're talking about PPE, personal protective emotions. How about that? So I'd like to bring you a little bit of information and a quick practice and a quick class on anger. So we're calling this anger is not a monster. Well, so why do we think anger is a monster? Because we've seen it misused so much. Now, you've seen fire misused, and when it burns the forest, burns a house, burns a person, then certainly we don't like fire and we think it's bad. But there's a lot of other positive uses of fire. Warms your food, keeps you warm in the winter. So anger is a direct analogy to that. It's hot and it can do harm, but its purpose is to help you handle life and take care of yourself. So if that's true, well then how do we manage this wild horse? How do we tame it? And for some people, anger's out of control and they are doing harm with it. But for a lot of people, anger is put in the pen, in the corral, if I'm carrying the horse analogy. Is like not able to get out and run and do what it does best. And what it does best is help you protect yourself, handle your life, get through your day with some strength, some determination, overcome obstacles. So just think of anger like fire as just a form of energy, of power, and it can be used or misused. So if you've you probably relate to anger and use it based on how it was experienced by you, especially in your youth, but through all the media, but in your home. So I ask you, was anger mostly off limits and we were all polite and never said anything even when we were upset? Or kind of the opposite, was anger just flowing and one or more members of your family were very expressive and maybe raging and doing harm to you or others? So those are the polar opposites, and we want to learn to be in the middle where we have access to this beautiful form of power without hurting other people, without doing harm. So we take care of ourselves and we manage life. We create respect for ourselves without disrespecting others. So that's like everything in life. It's a balance. How do we learn to balance it? Well, with all emotions, they have this raw, instinctual, animal part that just takes over, and that's when you express your anger and do harm. But we've also got this clear, meditative mind, intellect, rational thought and behavior. So how do we harness the power of this fire, this wild horse? And full of analogies, put the harness on it and just ride with the wind and get out and have a great life. Again, without trampling anyone. Well, we got to bring some conscious control into this animal instinct. And that's what meditation's really good at, is just helping us remain conscious. And when we're overtaken by anger, well, we lose that consciousness. So are you ready to do a little practice with me? So I'm planting a seed, right? I want you got a busy day. I want you in and out of this class. I'm planting a seed. Okay, anger's not so bad. Even though my father, my mother, I saw this and I saw guns and violence and governments, right? Okay, but this is just you and your life. So we need to create a little safety zone around you using your power. So let's practice, okay? ready? This will be a short practice. Let's go 11 minutes, okay? Let's do 11 minutes. Now, hands like this. So just palm to palm, interlace your fingers. You're just shaking hands with yourself. And put it here in front of your heart center. Okay? Now, you're going to breathe and do a squeezing, pulsing motion. I don't know if you can see, my knuckles turn a little white. I just squeeze, release, like a nice, throbbing, pulsing motion. But that's connected with the breath. In through the mouth in 3 1-second puffs or sips, and out through the nose in 1 second. So you've got 3 seconds to fill the lungs and only 1 second to push it out. So it'll sound like one of those bowls, you know, like, so here's a little demo. Okay, so you see me squeezing. I'm emphasizing it a little bit so you can see it, but you're squeezing with each, so 4 squeezes per cycle. In, all right, so let's begin. Let me start the clock. We're gonna go to, okay, 11 minutes. So, in, out, nose. Okay, join me, no spectators here. If you just watch, you get nothing. Come on, you got to do it. First minute to 3 minutes, just getting used to the thing. If you're just joining me, squeeze with each pulse of the breath, 3 seconds in through the mouth, 1 second out through the nose. Now let the creativity of this practice work for you. Let's give it 11 minutes of your life, blood, and breath to see what it can do for you. Give you another minute to get it through that first phase, and let's talk a little more about anger. Okay, so a few more physical cues. I'd like for you to feel strength in your upper body. Not tension, but just strength, okay? So that squeezing feeling is coming from initiated at the hands. You know, when you have a firm handshake, when you have a grip on things, when you feel safely guarded and protected with a feeling of strength, right? So get into that somatic experience of physical solidness, physical, if I use the word power, maybe it gets confusing with your history, but just get into that direct feeling of like, wow, I feel solid, strong, able to take care of myself. Okay, so your belief, therefore your access to your own power, was cultivated and cultured through your history. So as you're breathing, as you're meditating, what's your history, your memory history with anger, with power? When did you feel powerful? When did you feel powerless? When did you feel overpowered? When did you feel just right? Like, I got it handled. Everything's okay. I'm taken care of. You got to feel your way through the extremes that shaped you, the extremes of skillful, heroic power. Think of movies you've seen. Come on, let's get in, open up the whole world of your experience, because it's has determined how much power you use. We've all got tons of it, but how do you feel about it? How do you use it? All right? So, over halfway through, I want to encourage you to stick with me for this full 11 minutes. And I'll join you again, inviting you to experience your relationship to power and transcend all the history, all those cues, those lessons, those images that I asked you to remember. Now, just be here right now and feel your hands, your body, and maybe the heat in your belly. Ah, my bodyguard, my friend and protector, my power, my anger. If anger's a bad word for you, get another word. My heat, my fire, my power, my passion, my potential. So let's remember all those positive manifestations of anger, okay? So, willpower, determination, drive, energy, keep up. Listen to the sound. Open your mouth, and not a pucker, but a bigger open mouth. Windy sound. Drawing in, sucking in the fuel to the fire, you know. When you blow on a fire, it becomes brighter and warmer. Stoke your fire. And that exhale, like that's a determined sound. Breathe like that. Good. Go, go, go. This is the age of personal empowerment. We've lived through, our history is like kings and emperors and dictators and abusive parents. I'm not saying it's over with, but there's been so much anger, so much misuse of it, and it's still tons of it. But you, personally, you can find the balance. Stoke the fire so you've got that bright glow without having to blow up. It's a very natural balance, so find your way, feel it. Your body, your mind's got all this, your body remembers. My power. We're opening the door to your relationship to anger. I'm not pretending or proposing that you can process a lifetime of suppressed or expressed anger in 11 minutes. But you can take a new road, a new view and approach and relationship to your anger. It is your bodyguard. Keep going now. A few more minutes. Last couple of minutes. Is anything shifting in your body, in your energy, in your feelings, in your available thoughts? All right. Just be pure light. What's your image of pure, beautiful, radiant energy, power? Is it the sun? Is it a candle flame? Is it a glowing ember? So have now in this last 2 minutes your positive image. Maybe it's not a visual, maybe it's tactile, it's warmth, it's a very positive heat. In the midst of the snow, you sit like a yogi because your heat, your prana, yeah? Yeah. Sit with that really positive vibration, your view of positive power, positive heat, radiance, light, and energy. Okay, you there? Now, what do you want to do with it? You know, sometimes you feel weak and you can't do it and somebody's controlling you, overpowering you. Now, be in that space of expansive, positive, beautiful, compassionate power and heat, and just let it show you what you'll do with it. Just like how you could use that. How you could be expressing and sharing your energy, positive, bright, healthy, and uplifting to others, protective to others. But yourself first, right? Okay. There we go. There's the recipe, 11 minutes. So here's how we're going to finish. Inhale deeply all through the nose all the way. Now squeeze the hands, hold the breath, squeeze. Now squeeze your upper body, your whole body. Okay, so feel solid like a solid stone, steel statue of a beautiful Kuan Yin Buddha. There you go, just solid. Blow it out through the mouth powerfully. Inhale again, we'll do it thrice. Squeeze first hands, fists, now upper body, tighten in, and now your whole body, root lock. Feels so good, blow it out. Positive image of power and strength and solidity. Inhale last time. There you are. Trust your power to take care of you and do good. Practice it, learn it, use it, and let it go. Hands down. Relax, relax, relax. And just continue to enjoy that energy. Sit there, enjoy. What's different? What do you see differently, feel differently? Possibility, energy. If you can just turn the corner on whatever your past images or experiences and have a fresh start with your relationship with your naturally given power that we call anger. Let it be a force of good. So, thanks for joining me, folks, and let me know if you've got any thoughts or questions or comments. Emotional-liberation.com is where you can find me and my book and trainings and a lot more that you can do with this emotional education that really gives you a lot of benefits. Okay? So, we'll see you next week with class 6, and we'll work with another emotion. Remember, anger's not a monster. It's here to help you